How have you doing and how have you been? This is Cowboy Nation. I'm Tazastical. Let's get to it. So, the importance of this episode. I mean, basically we're going to look at these bugs and what we can do now. They are at a point and have always been at a point that they're going to be a little bit of a problem. However, we don't want that problem turning into something that we can't actually deal with. Now, traps wise, there's 12 of them. 23 of them. There's too many to actually deal with. So what we need to do is bug proof the map. So what we're going to do is actually just waste some resources pretty much in making sure that when the bugs are aggro, to get to us, they have to go the longest route necessary. Now, why we are doing that is because then the further they have to go, the more chance we have for them to lose aggro. And then hopefully leave us alone, which is, you know, definitely what's going to happen. So we're going to set up some build orders. We still do have Rue, our prisoner, that is not yet converted to our religion. So that's one thing. I mean, dealing with the bugs is going to be very, very dicey. I would love a big raid to just go straight on top of them. Whether that's going to happen or not is, you know, a different matter. We could start double walling our base. What I will do is the construction work with filling up that hole in there really needs to stop. We need to be all hands on deck, really. We only have the one constructor. So almost, I'm going to put you to work. Because I want some of this wall to come up. So the weak point is here because it's just one wooden wall. And if they target down here, it is just the one wooden wall that will get hit. So let's construct this wall. So first bit of defense done. Now we've got a heat wave. How's Rue doing in the heat wave? Serious heat stroke. Our animals are going to be a bit in trouble as well. So what we're going to do with our animals is probably a little bit of a waste. But we're going to put a cooler in. Just for the time being. And we can then just turn it off and on. The thing is our zone is so hot, I don't want to start losing animals. So I would rather have a cooler that, you know, keeps them alive. Desperado camp. No, we don't want to destroy camps. We have other problems that I want to deal with. There we go. Cool that down. That'll be perfect. Cool that down. Rue, what's your heat stroke? Is it going down? Nope, it's going up. Do we want a passive cooler? Or do we want another cooler coming into this room? Bear in mind, this room is extraordinarily hot anyway. I feel like another cooler in this room to... yeah. Because then I suppose we can at least... No, because our colonists are fine. So we could actually just put a temporary vent up here. Yeah, just take your own food. No problem. Yes, the problem with only having one constructor. Who's the Frigo? Yeah, take back to bed. Perfect. And then that will be the medical room eventually, and we'll slam that up there. That's absolutely fine. So yeah, this is going to be the medical room. We're moving all this stuff over there. Cool. I mean, we are flowing, aren't we? Have to admit. We're doing rather well. It's just the bugs that I'm nervous about. Almost is sleeping. I'm going to ride almost a little bit hard just because I want to make sure we have some insurance against these, as if you're going to do one square at a time. Let's make sure our dryads are also in the mech zone. They are now. No, almost. Can we just build like more than one bit at a time? Like, I understand you haven't slept in like a year, but this is insurance against the bugs, especially while we haven't got a proper kill box up. I think that's probably going to be something then I use the planning on, do that off camera for next episode, get that rocking and a rolling, just because we're just, yeah. I think we're dying out for it now, especially with all the sappers that we're getting. We need to start putting turrets everywhere, which I suppose... The problem is there's no point putting them because, yeah, there's no point putting them down because we'll put turrets down to encourage the game gently to come in the areas that we want it to come into. See, almost is building. That's perfect. Just gives us a little bit of insurance. Just build a wall, they said. It won't work, they said. This is proof party, people. Too soon. If we can get Rue converted, that'd be great, because actually having someone that semi-enjoys crafting would actually be pretty balling. Okay, the animals. We haven't actually got the power conduit going to them. Brilliant job, Tazastical. It's probably going to be cheaper to just run a power conduit like that. Almost, you're still in a good mood, so can you work on the power conduit? We do need to mine more steel, so let's set up some orders for that. Get a bunch there. Bunch there. A load there. Cool, cool, cool. Then we need the steel, which we don't have. That's fine. I'm not panicking, you're panicking. Okay, this room is really cooled now, so that's perfect. Dryad's hauling like a boss. And yes, the bugs will come and destroy this wall, but I just want to slow them down. Gives us options. I don't particularly want to leave this base. Don't want us to keep running away from bugs. And I mean, let's be honest, we're a kill box away from getting the base, you know, pretty tasty. In a good position. I think. Heatwave is over, so we'll turn off that cooler. But we got it for the next heatwave, so that's lovely. Can double wall this just for a bit of added protection. Tantrum, Christoph, malnourished. Have we got no food, have we? Okay. Wild thing, you make my heart sing. Kill 2 of them. Actually, just kill 3, then we'll update our food. And we'll then do assign food restrictions. Don't allow raw food. Or don't allow raw meat, I should put. So then I ain't got to worry about someone eating a corpse or something. Christoph's going to break a crematorium, because why not? There we go. Moods are back. Moods are back in the colony. Food is back in the colony. So that's pretty nice. Okay. It's just a case of if we get an attack and how we deal with it and how the bugs deal with it, really. Right, the Great Wall of China is up, so that's perfect. So there, if they get aggro, they're going to come through here. Do we double wall this? I feel like we have to, because I don't want to, but I feel like we have to just for our own survival. So I am going to queue it up. Remove roof, because the game loves a roof. I'm not too worried about this being double walled. Just because if the bugs get up there, then we're seriously in trouble. A party, because everyone's loving the defense strategy. Just build a wall. Build a wall and hide behind it. It has worked for every nation in the world, party people. If we can get Rue recruited, Rue starts crafting. We're looking good. We're still obviously culling the camels slowly, just so we can get more meat. We're going to push this wall up. Medical bay down here. Yeah, because after Rue, then these will go into bedrooms. We'll put prisoners in there as we need it. Medical bedroom there, which would be really important for people. Even when they get like flu and stuff, that will be helpful. Because then Frigo's going to come off all that, and Frigo is going to be another miner. Because mining is too slow. Remove roof, because this game loves a roof. Dromedy is pregnant. Rue, are you converted to our religion yet? Because we've still got Figo that is an inspired inspired recruiter, so he'll be bam, 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 and recruit. There we go, the double wall's going up. Obviously, we're using a lot of resources at the moment, I'm fully aware. Needs must. It's not the best way to protect ourselves, but it is the way we are protecting ourselves. Yeah, we're double walling everything, that's the plan. I'm not saying it's a great plan, just saying it's the plan. We'll just double thickness this wall. Okay, so there's a few things we need to do. Cut down some trees. We'll cut it down the safe side. If there is a safe side in Rimworld. Already gone through all that food. Well, I suppose it actually made it into meals rather than anything. The roof collapsing. That's getting negative because eventually it's going to hurt the bugs. I will, in anticipation, make sure the hide is in the base. Social fight, just what we need. Okay, I'm feeling a little bit happier about the bug problem. Keyword is a little bit. So you could build a granite wall here, but I feel like a bit too much. Okay, we need to just make sure we're mining steel because the steel getting low has been a problem for a long time. How many components we got? Yeah, we need to mine components, we need to mine steel. Need to make sure we're getting these resources into the colony. Now, I know we said obviously watch the wealth of the colony. Conversion, perfect. So then let's change Rue to recruit. And hopefully, then we've got, because at the minute we've got no one crafting. So I could actually put Frigga on like 3 on Smith. Okay. Loving it, loving it, loving it. Great if we get a trader. The problem is just as long as it don't come onto the bugs. Now I'm okay about our bug defense. Like, we're being proactive. And it is a case of, if we can slow them down, they'll lose aggro. It's when they lock onto a target, like one of our colonists or a dryad, for example, that's when the problem will come, because then they're aggro. It almost seems like they have like a 30-second aggro, and if they can't get to anything, they'll de-aggro. The problem is if they get attacked and they get injured, then every time that injury... There we go, Rue. And this is your bed, Rue. Lovely. Welcome to the colony. We have needed you more than you know. Oh, you are a double passion for construction as well. Did not notice that. So you are going to help out. We're going to go 1 on smithing, 2 on tailor, 3 on craft. So you'll go smithing. Yeah, because then almost can come off tailoring altogether. You do smithing, you do tailor, and then if you can help construct, that's absolutely fine. Yep. And then we're just... Everyone's got a bit more of an identity with roles, do you know what I mean? Rather than someone doing like just 6 things because we need 6 things done. We're getting people that are actually... Yeah, loving this. Feeling strong about this, I should say. Sorry, I meant to build a wooden door there. My bad. Then we're going to double wall this. Yeah, we're preparing for like these bugs to go all out on us. Because we've had this before in a previous series, and we know what happens with bugs when they're just on the map like this. Like, it gets crazy. So everyone hides, because we don't really need to deal with this, so why would we? Cool. Everyone's in the base, everyone's safe. So what I'll do while I'm doing that is I'll actually set up some more haul orders. We just want to make sure these dryads are earning their way, like some more blocks that need moving. Or we've got some space on the dumping stockpiles. I could actually extend these. Because it's just going to make work when we're cutting blocks. It just makes it so much easier for our troopers. So then I'll go haul them ones, and that should be good enough. More steel slag chunks. There we go. So we've got Frigo is still smithing, which is cool. And we got Rue that will be able to do a good job with tailoring. Now the researcher. The problem is with Christoph. Because Christoph is our main man when it comes to researching, but obviously Christoph has no arms. So research is just going to be slow, and you know we need research to be fast to get prosthetics to get his arms so he can research. I don't know. I was just about to say I don't know why he can't just work on his desk and use his tongue to move the sheets of paper, but he's missing a tongue. Okay, the bug defense is there. Happy with that. Double walls are going up. We have the granite for that. We've got a little bit of wood for the wooden doors that we're making, so I feel a little bit better about defense. Next episode off camera, I'm going to plan the kill box to go here. It'll probably be the same sort of thing that we've done before. No turrets and whatnot. We're just going to use the turrets to like spread around the base to basically stop sappers coming in where we don't want them to. There are components in here. Luckily, we're going to have a few more miners, which is going to be nice. Oh, I need a power conduit to come up here, so this lamp gets power. Cool. Yeah, really happy with how everything's going. It's just a waiting game to get research up. We just got to be proactive when we're doing stuff, and I feel like we are. Especially with the changes that we're making to the defense. 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 Gonna take away these shelves to get in the... what's it called? The look changer. Because you know that's going to come up at some point. They're going to want to change their look. Look all good. Right, wildlife. Yeah, it's still manhunter. Boomerang. Okay. Food is going down. So what animals have we got? The culling of the camels continues. Culled quite a few that time. And we're getting the materials from them as well, remember? Yeah, how close are... Like, we're so... I say we're so close. Like, it's going. The thing is, and I am... The only other problem is because I'm... See, seedlings. Let's have a quick look at this. So, put your research up, because then you'll research over cleaning, so you'll research a bit more. So only want a few people, like, because Arctic will clean. Jenkins will clean. Rue will clean. Hauling can be dead last. We don't need it to be. So if I go 1 there, 2 there, 3 there. 3 there. Yep, because you're... Okay, just trying to make sure that people are going to research, because really we want 3 people on the research bench at any one point, but I think we have got a lot to do around the colony. I can't get comfy cozy in my chair today, party people. Gonna hear a couple of squeaks. You're gonna have to take my word that it's not me and it's the chair. But that's what they all say. I just took a drink. I just noticed how close they are getting. Okay, we're going to need a raid sooner or later to run into these bugs. And we'll have to take the right moment. But problem is we're going to have to start a building in here. Don't really want to, but we're going to have to. Just to make sure our livelihood isn't affected. I mean, they're mining the jade for us, which is quite kind. At this moment in time, we can't go toe-to-toe with these bugs. Rue, are you another melee? Like, I don't mind melee, but at this point, it would be nice to have some ranged people. We'll just have to turn our melee people into GODs. Yeah, no, I feel good about everything. We're still hidden inside. Have we still got that manhunted? Nope, no red lightning bolt, so we're all good. So everyone mech. There we go. So we need to get steel, we need to get components. I've set up all the mine orders. All the blocks are coming in, the steel slag chunks are coming in. The walls are still going back up. Luckily we've got 2 constructors now, so that goes so much faster, which is, to be fair, it's notably faster, so that's really cool. Rue is already a good addition to the colony. Just double walling everything in preparation for these bugs. Hans is mining that, everything else is queued up. Yeah, lots of mining adventures clued up now, or queued up now, I should say. Just because we are at the point where we need the resources. So we do have to be conscious of the wealth of our colony, but it sort of is what it is at the moment. Yeah, that's what I like about the dryads. You can, like, hoarding tasks that you probably wouldn't bother doing with your colonists, you can do with them. Like, we wouldn't spend the whole day being able to haul all these blocks to make it more convenient for these colonists. But because we've got 6 of these dryads, like, we've basically enslaved them, really, haven't we? Like, I don't know if that's legal. I don't know if they've got lawyers. Don't know if they know what lawyers are. Hopefully not. No, I didn't say that. Everyone needs to get represented. You'll just have to trust me when I say that with a straight face. Alright. Chop some wood, wood. Because it's a good time to have some wood. I mean, we are due an attack. What is it, like? Cassandra, every 6 days you're meant to have an attack on average. So we are due an attack. It's a case of what is the attack going to be. I mean, it's not good enough to accept the quest, so we're not going to. I am keeping an eye on the food situation. It's not really a situation at this point. We're never going to have crazy amounts of food, which breaks my heart a little bit because I like having a silly amount of food, but can we turn the power off there? Just seeing the batteries are a bit low. Let's just make sure all the power conduits are still connected, which they are. Okay. Do we have solar panels? No. Okay, we might have to start thinking about putting some solar panels in, which is fine. I mean, at this point, I'm happy with what everyone's doing. The outer wall being up sort of restricts us to building too much because that is priority. We've had these bugs mad at us before in another series. Like, we know what this looks like. Let's get prepared for it. We need resources in the door. We've got our heavy SMGs. We've got our warriors. We've got a lot of melee this time. Normally I'm like 100% like everyone just have guns. This time it's like a 60-40. 60 people have... Nah, it's probably more half and half, to be fair. I just like guns. They're fun in Rimworld. Should preface that by saying in Rimworld. If we had like some godlike people with stuns and whatnot, maybe we could give these bugs a run for their money, but not in this situation, that's for sure. Problem is they're just growing in numbers. I mean, it's fine until it's not fine, do you know what I mean? And that's the problem with infestations. It's always fine until it's not. We've got visitors. Okay, luckily they're not coming over to the bugs. Doesn't mean they won't, but at the time being, they're not. Like, are we still making sandstone blocks out of those? Yeah. Right, almost come and trade because you never know. I can't click. Trying to click on an individual on speed 3, that's a challenge. Okay. So anything that's close to degeneration, get rid of. Bolt action rifles I'm going to keep around. We've got loads of clothes. Let's get rid of the parkas. Plain leather pants. Cloth t-shirts, cloth pants. I hope that's not our clothing. I will just make sure. They don't actually have that much money. And nothing to sell. What is the point of you? Do you know what? I actually just want this out of my stockpile. So yeah, you can have it and the... Yeah. Just actually want it out of the stockpile. Let's just make sure we're not making cloth clothing. Anything silly like that. So close to getting Kristoff back. And then the colony's like back on track. Like, no reason to concern ourselves after that. Looks like the roof did come down and kill some bugs. Just making sure them visitors weren't leaving towards the bugs. I mean, if they do, there's not much we can do about it. Okay. Extreme break risk. I mean, yeah, we just have to get his... arms back. He's just having a tough time because of that, really. Not just because of that, but... I get the starting station. Let's build that in a better spot. There we go. Just then people can do that. Okay, the outer walls are nearly done, which fills me in great confidence. Dryad still holding everything. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Yeah, because look, Rue has smashed through the smithing and the tailor and now is just being able to help out with all the construction, which is actually very, very nice. Fitting all this in just so there isn't an infestation because I don't want any more party people, I'll be honest with you. I've had our fair share on this channel. And our fair share. And I'm sick of it. Putting my foot down. Rue's helping with crafting. Cool, that means construction's done. Which then means almost is doing research. Well, we're on... That means bugs are angry, right? Right. Arctic, what are we doing? See, because this zone here. I don't know why he wanted to go into this zone. Should be okay. No, keep fleeing. Keep fleeing. It's not ideal. Keep building these granite walls here, but it's either that or we go to war. Right, Arctic undraft. Roof collapsed. No, I need you to build this just in case they wake up and destroy that other side of that wall straight away. So if they decide to mine through it, they're coming through it, and then suddenly they're on our doorstep. Next problem is even if we do deal with these bugs, we will have to fill this whole area in. But I feel like the choices we've made with the defences, while it's not obviously the defence that we want or that we're aiming to get, I feel like short term, well, I suppose short term it's a bit of production loss to make sure our base is a little bit more safe. Because I don't really know how we're going to deal with these. Like, in all honesty, the problem's going to get worse before it gets better. So, well, we'll go with the flow. We'll keep it up, party people. Like, I felt really strong about this series. Have to admit, this has thrown a bit of a spanner in, because now we're just allowing them to just spawn and spawn and spawn. But I feel like we're in a better position to deal with them. Or we're in an oak, I don't know. Anyway, slaughtering more animals just to make sure we're eating. Research is still going. Again, it would have been delightful if we could have got prosthetics this episode, but if not, we definitely know we get it next episode, which is a big, big bonus. Christoph being able to get handsy with everyone again will, do you know what I mean, just lighten everyone's mood. Cow's pregnant, very nice. Right, then I just want to copy over these bills. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Do you see, like, the joyous Tazastical is sort of diminishing with these bugs? Like, as terror reigns upon the colony, like, this is just... not much we can do. I mean, at some point we're going to have to fight them. At some point we're going to have to fight them. It's just going to be a case of when... I mean, we'll jump on the back of, like, when a raid happens and, like, they really hurt them. That's the only thing we can really hope for. Because now we're getting bogged down with keep having to construct these walls, which means we are losing, you know, slow amounts of progression, which isn't the worst thing in the world because this does keep us alive, but in the same stretch, it's not ideal. I think it helps more that we've got 2 constructors to do all this. Okay, there we go. Defense, defense. I don't really know how the best way we're going to have to deal with this, but until then, they're our neighbours. And I don't think we're the best of friends. Like, do we just build a million traps and like lure them down it? But that seems so inefficient. We could try and... Arctic, what are you doing, my man? Why is it always you? There we go. Come away. Alright. They're still mining all this. I swear they're just doing it to agitate me now. I'll be honest. Really sorry, but we need to get that up. Then we're going to have to like... Why is the husky... I don't understand this game. You just want to walk in... No, the husky's dead. Well done, husky. No, it deserves to get eaten. Remember when we said we were going to look after animals? Nah. I think that could have been Arctic on several occasions. How are we going to deal with these? Here's the question on my mind, party people. Have we let this problem... Well, the problem is we've never been in a position to deal with them. Even when they first spawned, it's not like an easy job to sort out. What we do need to do is make sure that we're not building a roof to like help hold their roof up. So let's make sure that's not happening. Death husky, yep. Well, I'm sorry, party people. Okay, 3 people on research. We've just got prosthetics done. We're now going to go into... What's our power situation? So, okay. Now going to go into Devil Strand. So that means that the machining bench, we're going to go add bill, prosthetic arm, and then we'll check what resources we need for it. 4 components, 40 steel. We need to build 2 of them. Have we got the components? We do need to make sure we're queuing up components. Okay. Right, mining. Where's the mine? Yeah, we're just mining absolutely everything. And that'll probably be us done. We've actually got a nice stockpile of steel, which is good. Quickly. Please listen to me. Please listen to me. I'm not going to say that was close, but... Right, so out of the zone again. Right, let's get the builders down here. Right, we're going to have to deal with these bugs next episode. So I think I'm going to plan our next kill box off camera. And then we're going to have to then think about, well, you know, building the kill box, but then luring them onto the kill box, because this is getting to the point where we're going to make a silly mistake and they're going to be in. And all it was a case of was me just not watching for like, what, 2 seconds? So the constructors are going to get this done so then they can actually sleep semi-safely tonight. And then I think it's a case of let's get our big kill box up. Maybe try, and I've never tried to do it before, but maybe we're going to have to try and build like a walk-in furnace to bring these onto. I've never tried to do something like that before, but maybe that is what we need to like do. Because the problem is that constructors aren't really getting much downtime after like doing all this. So I think that's the plan moving forward. I don't really want to spend the time making the dryads into like attack things, because that still will take like time to then change that. But we're losing time, because otherwise we're going to lose these trees. So we need to act, sadly, sooner rather than later. Because they're just sort of mining away and... yeah. Death is upon us, party people. If you got to this part of the video, leave a like, leave a sub, leave a comment. And I'll catch you next time, party people. Bye.